Hey everybody, here at Antietam 158, we know that there are some of you that have the battle memorized by divisions or by brigades, and a few of you maybe even by regiment. But inasmuch as we're going all around the field talking about individual people, we thought it might be helpful to hit you with what we might call the phases of battle. A contrivance to be sure, but something that can help us understand the battle a little bit better by dividing it generally into the Cornfield, the Westwoods, the Sunken Road, and then finally Burnside Bridge in the final attack. So each of us is going to talk about one of these phases for 30 seconds. Tim Smith?
The morning phase of the battle is generally referred to as the Cornfield action, where elements of the 1st and 12th Union Army Corps charged southward towards the Confederate positions, and the Southern Army beat back these attacks in ferocious fighting. In the center of the battlefield was the 30-acre cornfield of David Miller, forever to be known as the Cornfield.
And now let's hit it over to Doug Ullman to do the Westwoods.
So at the end of the Cornfield fight, we're still talking mid-morning on September 17th. Green's division of the 12th Corps is going to make its way towards the Dunker Church. Right behind them is John Sedgwick and the 2nd Division of the 2nd Corps, who's going to plow right through the trust property that was saved a few years ago into the woodlot behind me known as the Westwoods. They're trying to push Confederates across the Hagerstown Turnpike and beyond, and then they're going to have their left flank slammed by Lafayette McLaws' Confederates, who are going to drive them not only out of the Westwoods, but all the way north and across this field.
So then after the fighting in the Cornfield and most of the fighting in the Westwoods is over, you're going to have 2 Union divisions of the 2nd Corps under French and Richardson move toward, beyond the roulette buildings, over toward a sunken lane they didn't know was there, now known as Bloody Lane. And there, 2 Confederate brigades under D.H. Hill are going to try to hold them off for a while. 2 Union divisions, 2 Confederate brigades. You know how that's going to go. The Union will eventually capture the Sunken Road after partially outflanking it, but they really don't go any further from there, and the fight had already begun to devolve further to the south, which Brian Baracz of Antietam National Battlefield will discuss.
Good morning. At the same time the fighting at the Sunken Road unfolded, Union forces attempted to carry the Burnside Bridge over the Antietam Creek. That fight started about 9:30 in the morning, and by 12 o'clock they had successfully captured the bridge. Union 9th Corps, commanded by Ambrose Burnside, close to 12,000 men crossed the Antietam Creek, and at about 3:30 in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, the final attack began. And it was the timely arrival of A.P. Hill's men from Harper's Ferry hitting the flank of the 9th Corps that drove Burnside's men back to the Antietam Creek. As the sun set on the battlefield, 23,000 soldiers killed, wounded, or missing in a single day of fighting. It's the bloodiest day in American history. The Battle of Antietam ended Confederate General Robert E. Lee's first invasion of the North. It also led 5 days after the battle to President Abraham Lincoln announcing the Emancipation Proclamation, changing the reason Civil War is being fought from this idea to preserve an old Union of States. Now the Union is helping to fight and preserve a new Union, create a new Union where there'll be freedom for everyone in the country.